Good morning and welcome to Stamping and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. Today I thought I would try to do some all white greeting cards. Obviously the sentiment won't be in white, but I saw these while I was looking online and I thought, oh, I've never made an all white card, so I thought we'd have a go today. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so I've already cut my card bases and my mat layer using the basic white cardstock, and I've scored it already. And I've also, while I was waiting to come on, die cut some of the flowers and leaves from the Impressions Abloom set. So I'll pop these in a little pot so I don't lose them. So I thought we would have a go at making them. So just put card bases to the side. Now, I don't want it plain white on white, so I'm going to use a couple of our embossing folders. So this one is the pressed flowers one, and it needs the normal sandwich of plates. So I'm going to just do the top bit of it like so and pop it through. I'm going to go through. That's better. Okay, that one's done. And let's lift it off. And we've got a nice embossed piece of card. So we can either do it with the raised embossed on the front, or we can do it with the debossed side. So I'm thinking let's go for the embossed side. I'm going to have to find another piece of paper to actually put under that because it's white on white. So just bear with me. Grab the back of a that's better. Okay, that is a bit better. Right, this may not work this live. So I've got my flowers, and I chose this and these dies because you can actually get more detail with the flowers. Come on, that's better. So I'm just going to pop some of these onto it. So let's just having a think. So I think I'm just going to pop a few of these over it. Just to add some depth to it. Let's just scatter them on there. So one down there. And one about put on over a bit more. And put that one over that way a bit. Put that one in the middle. There we go. So now I'm going to stick them down. I'm not going to raise them up. So hopefully I won't get too much glue everywhere. Pop you on there. And then do this one. come on. Don't squeeze it too much out because then it'll go everywhere. Morning, Valerie. I thought we'd have a go at doing white cards. Not sure if it'll work out, but I've not done this before, so I thought all the years I've been making cards, I've never done an all white one. I've done black and white, but never all white. So we need to see how this one turns out. So I'm just doing the little flowers on. And I'm really struggling not to add any colour on it, because this feels totally unnatural. Right, put that one there. Okay. So let me just hold it up for you so you can see. Like that. So where's my card base? I need to cut another one because I really struggle with a 10-fold card. So let's just cut a landscape card. And be there soon. Right, there we go. Let's put this in the middle and then just burnish it. That one didn't stick down very well. Let's pop you back there then. Right. This is feeling so unnatural. So have you ever made any all white cards? Let's just do this one on here. There we go. Now I need to do a sentiment, and I did get the stamp set out. Ah, there it is. I popped it out the way. I love this stamp set for sentiments because it's simple and it covers everything. So let's do just a note, I think. And I know I can use some punches with that. So let me get my two smaller punches, which is 1 7/8 and 1 3/4. I think they'll work. So I just need to get some more basic white cardstock. Scraps out. What's this? Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to cut one of each out. It's not waste paper. Right. And do this one. And put those over there. So that's going to go on top of that one. That one will go there. It looks like a sun there. It does. And then I think I'm going to go for, let's try basic beige, because we don't want the colours to jump out at you too much. So let me get my stamping mat. I don't often use this colour much. So let's just stamp that there. And that will dry lighter. It will. But it's sort of a greeny beige. Okay. What other colour could I do it? Let's see. Smoky slate, another nice one. So let's stamp a couple out. A small one, that's a small one. So let's try it. Give it a clean. I thought I'd lost my stamping mist. Oops. Sprayed it over me and not over the stamping clean thing. So let's just do this one. As you can see, and just put that one there. That's really darker. So I am definitely thinking we'll go for basic beige. But I'll pop that into my pot here. So I've got another sentiment. So let's just pop this up. Let's just move it up so you can see what's going on. It's got colder now, so my glue's got thicker. So let's just put that on there. It feels weird not doing the colour. Let's put some dimensionals on to bring it up. And I'm near the end of my my one here. Whoops. So let's just cut these along here so I know that I can use them all up. So what's happening in the Stampin' Up box? World Card Making Day is happening on the 4th, and there is a kit that you can get for it. And then October, which is next week, we have got a join offer. And what else? I think that's about it. Oh, and there is an advent calendar that's coming out today. It's a 12-day calendar, and you get products and stamp sets and that in it. So that was launched today. So, see, that's all that's happening at the moment. So we've had like September was really busy with their promotions, but October, I don't think there's that much. So let's just put this on the card here. There we go. And there is our first card. I'm really not sure about that. So, but I think I'm going to add in, let's do a different embossing. I know what look is. I haven't done it for a while. And that is scoring my matte layer. So if we score, say 1 centimetre all round, Let's see. So we've got it like, you see how it's just got a line down it? And then I'm going to do another one. Do it at 1.5. And 1.5. So it's now like that. Like that. That's better. Like that. So I won't emboss that, but I'm going to add the flowers. Now that one's looking better. So I'm just going to glue this leaf down. Like so. Like there. And then we can put this. Let's do this flower. No, let's do the big one. Should we do the big one? Let's do the no. Let's do this one. And then we want to put the little, where's the little one on there? Like so. So I'm just going to stick that on. I've only stuck it on the wrong side. So let's add a dimensional to it. You might know of, whoops, you might know of, oh, if it's not actually going to stick. Let's just wipe that off a bit. Luckily, it's on the side that it's going to be stuck. So do that. Stick you back on. Peel the backing off. That's it. Right, you're there. Pop you that bit. And then pop a bit of glue in the middle to pop that on. And then we have used all the little flowers, haven't I? Let's have some leaves coming up there. And I think we'll have a leaf coming out down that side as well. Oh, there we go. Pop you there. Now, I'm wondering, what does Wink Stella look like on white? If I can find my Wink Stella. Because I haven't used it in ages. Oh, there it is. That's the clear one. So let's have a test piece. Let's do back of this that I've already stamped on. Oh, it's going to show, so we can't use Wink Stella because it'll show, and I don't think it'll dry clear. No, that was worth a try. Right, so push those out the way. Morning, Lisa. So I now need a sentiment. So I'm going to do the same as I did before with the circles. Just find another step apart. Choose my scraps up, and for the big one go in there. Yep. And my little one won't go in there, so I can go back. Here we go. And we'll do the same again. Thank you. Now, have I... What I am going to do is, I think, I've got some white twine, haven't I? So, let's do something. And as you know, I struggle with twine. I can do the bows with it, but it's all of the other bits, the sort of loopy bits. So let's just chuck it together. See how it looks. It just looks like a mess to me. Let me stick some double-sided tape along the back. And see if I can make it look a bit neater. Put that there. And just take this bit off here. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. Right. Let's try and do this neater. That one, that bit there. Oops. I want to come like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. And then go like that. And then we'll go like that. That's a bit better. But I'm actually going to turn it that way around. And add that to that. Like that. So I've lost the card I've just made. I just chuck it to one side. Right, let's see if I can find that card. There it is. Let's pop it right in front there. So hopefully I won't lose it. Okay, so I'm thinking let's do that. Let's just stick this one on here. And then dimensionals for the back. And as it's got the twine on, I'm going to use whole ones this time, because it's got to go through around the tape, the twine. Right. There we go. I'm moving that pot out of the way. That's going to end up being my bin. And then let's stick this on to my card base, if I can find the other bit. This is the one I want. Put that on there. So just do that. There we go. And there's our second card. Like that. Thank you, Valerie. I'm still not convinced about these, but sometimes we need to step outside what we normally do. So this, because I can't do much stamping, so what else can we do? Let's do it with embossing. Okay, so that. And then we do my card base. 10, right. No, let's knock it down to 9. I'm thinking about this in my head. 3. 3. And then this, so that's 15. These 4.5. I'll have a little bit left over, I know. Let's do this one. So I have done similar cards like this. Thank you, Valerie. I'm either being very brave or it's going to fail. But I wanted to show you that you can do things straight off the fly. Okay, I've done that. Now, my embossing. I have got the Pilot one, which I've had out to use. And you know what? I cleared my desk up and I still lose things. Oh, there it is. Because I stuff it under my laptop and it all slides behind it. Right, okay, so let's do some like this. Let's do 3. And these are the 3D ones. Need those plates off. And this embossing plate. Let's see if that's come out. Yes, they look pretty. Like so. And then let's do some of these ones. I want to get it so trying to get it so it's all covered up with pattern. For that I do need both plates, but stuff was falling out. These through it. I've lost, and we won't not be able to do that one because I have just lost. There it is. My other plate. I need to get my craft room reorganised better. Especially for when I'm doing a live. Right, hang on, I'll just... Right. It is without that one. I still do it right, totally. Oh, that's my plate bending. So we've got this one done now. And then I'm going to do the brick wall one. And this is the distressed one. So you've got bricks, you've got dots as well. So let's do a nice mix of those. Those through. Okay, so we've got our 9 squares. So we've got our card base. And we can pop these on here. That. Like that, and that one, and then we want this one, and this one. Yep, just going to cover that up like so. I know you can't see it, but I will glue it down, and then you can see it. So it is very thick. So what have I been up to this last week since I saw you? I spent the whole day crafting on Saturday. And then Sunday was my stall. So Saturday I was making Halloween items using the retired stamp sets and dies. So, and then was that what I did last week? I think so, yeah. Quiet week for a change. And then this week, class tomorrow. So I've got my fancy fold cards already sorted. And then I think that's it. Apart from working, like we do. there. And then next week, next Wednesday, it's going to be October. Who can believe that we're almost 3/4 of the way through the year? So I will be concentrating a bit more on Christmas cards and Christmas things. So, and then if you follow me on Facebook, you will see Flora and Milo's challenge this week. So it's on there. And also, that's right, yesterday their new beds arrived. So instead of using a Stampin' Up box that looked awful against the window, we've now got nicer boxes for them. And they're covered, so Flora cannot hit Milo when he's asleep, because she's a little terror for that. Let's just put this there. Oh, that does look pretty. Like that. I like that one better. Now, sentiment. I want a long one. Long sentiment. So there's my block. And I think I'm going to use Prairie Grass because it's got some lovely sentiments in it. So this one is sometimes life is just hard. Or do I want a different one? That's what I got. I think I'm going to use this one. There you go. So let's just put that lid on. So I need my stamping mat again. And then I think I'm going to go for basic grey this time because it's a sympathy type card. Now, is that going to fit on that? Let's have a try. So I do prefer the photopolymer ones because I can a bit of tissue go because I can I see through it, so I can line up my sentiment rather than just guessing it. So let's put that in the middle. Yes, oh, it's all right because sometimes the image is not in the middle, so just do that. And I think we're going to flag the ends. So where's my pencil? Let's just mark so that's in the middle like so. So that one and that. Let's cut those off. Like so. If I need that little bit. And then cut this bit off. 10 centimetres. Could have a little bit more off that edge, but I'm just thinking. Go there. And then we'll flag this end, I think. So it's just to cut up the middle and then go in from the corner into that corner. That's it. Those little bits, and then that can be popped there. And we'll use dimensionals to pop it up. Like so. I think we need to add some embellishments to these, and I am thinking if we go for the pearls. I was trying to think which ones to use. It's in the middle. There we go. And then I think if we go for the pearls rather than the rhinestones. Where's my pearls? Their last chance. Where's my, they're going to be right at the very back. Yes, they are. I think they're going to look much better. So let's add some pearls to them. So let's pop the ink pad away. And I'll take a pick. And let's add some. I think we'll have a big one there. And then just have one there. And one over here. I think I'm going to use 5 of them. And have one down there. 4. Where's the other one going to go? Turn over. Thank you. I'm going to have this one's going to go there. There we go. And then I need to add some here and some on that one. So I'm thinking I'm going to go in the corners, but I'm going to use small ones. So 1, 2. Maybe it's a line. 3. Whoops. 3. And they're the same. So let's use these ones up. 1, 2, 3. I know there's 6 there. So put that. So I added those now. And then this one is, we'll just get rid of that. Add some to the sentiment. And some to the flowers below. So let's put one there. Whoops. That's right. One there. And then one over here. Just pop it down. There. There we go. So we've now added some pearls to it. That's better. Right, so let's do a little card with this flower, a little gift card. So now I've got some already cut out. Little card. Let's just check the sizes on that. Probably have to cut it down a little bit because it's not 10 by 10. So let's do it 9.5. And then that one needs to go. There's my fold line. There's my score line. So let's put that in the middle. That at 9.5. there, and then fold it over and cut it off there. That's it. So let's just varnish that edge there. There we go. It's better. And I think I'm going to go for a matte layer, of course. I'm thinking a circle, and I want the big circle. So I want Spotlight in Nature, which was on the last chance list. So I've got one already. Not that one. So I want a nice one that will fit. So I'm thinking it's a. Let's go for that one. That one I need. Put that after that one. Okay, right. Oops. I want to lose that. So pop that, I'm going to pop that there so that loses it. Let's just flick these little bits out. And that can then go on that. Oh, thank you, Debs. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the white on white, to be honest. But I thought I would do something different. Put that like that, I think. And with a couple of leaves. No, less of those leaves. And then have I got a teensy? Oh, yeah, this one. So very sorry. That's a small one. So we can have a go at stamping that. Now, is that going to fit on there? No, it needs to be just a little bit fatter. That one. I've already used it before. So where get we? I'm going to do that in basic grey again. And just I'm going to pop that this end. I need to wipe it before I stamp it. I thought I could get away with it, but I didn't. So don't press down so hard. That's it. And then I'm going to line it up like that. There we go. That worked better that time. And then I'm going to cut it like so. And then that can pop in under the flower there. So let me stick it down. So I'm going to build it up. So we know we want this one in the middle. So let's pop a dimensional on it in the middle. And we want it to one side. So this I want coming out there. So I'm just going to cut a very small flagged end. There we go, so we can go there. So let's pop that one up as well. they're the bits I know where I want them to go. Like so. I don't want it under, I think I want it coming under here. Down here, I think. Like so. And then these I'm going to stick directly onto the face. It's like so. And do this one. There. And then this one. Put that one coming out there. And in the middle we're going to have the middle of the flower. And then I want to raise it up on the card. I think. Better raised up? Yeah, let's raise it up. So I'm going to put loads of dimensionals on it. So it doesn't sag in the middle. Like so. Right, there we go. Whoops, where did that bit go down there? Okay, so let's just put this in the middle here. Like so. And we'll add some pearls to it. Like so. There we go. So today I have made 4 cards, mainly using white. So the first one was this one, which is the embossed background and then the die cut flowers on top, just the note stamped and some pearls on it. And we did this one, which is using scored lines and some baker's twine on it. And my favourite one, I think is this one, embossed rectangles. And then I absolutely love this one now. I think that is very classy. So I hope you have enjoyed of watching me today and seeing how I made some white greeting cards. It was well out of my comfort zone, and I'm glad I did it, so I can show you guys how you can do it as well. So until next week, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.